I would wish that there are more representatives from the businesses, and I refer Rail Baltica to be a business case. And where we are, just for you to give an kind of comprehension why in that context I am here. We have built recently in Tartu National Museum, we have built in Riga National Library, we have created a bridge which is well known as the South Bridge and most expensive bridge in the world. These have been the largest projects so far. So our century project for the Baltic inhabitants is Rail Baltica. And this is the scale. So it is not just a piece of rail across Baltic countries, but is a tool to connect west to east and north to south. This is the timeline where we expect to be by the completion by 2020, 2023. Land acquisition is ongoing process. We will hear more. And of course, by somewhat 2020, we should have a majority of land acquired. Construction. So this is the topic perhaps of today we will touch most. So we have completed nearly nothing. So by 2020, we should have completed 11% of it. And just to give another picture where the construction will take place, and that is around Riga, connecting Riga railway station and Riga railway airport terminal. So this is a central loop sketched in a red color. And look here, we have 6 bridges, 12 viaducts, 16 railway viaducts, etc. Who is going to construct all that? And this is just one section on the railway. That was one part. Scientists have already talked and will be complementing today's discussion a lot. We have run a survey back in March this year, and there were more than 2,000 participants in the poll. And this is statistics. What would be the users of the Rail Baltica in terms of passengers? And then we say the flag represents the country to which the neighboring countries would travel. So Lithuanians would be and are traveling to a large extent, and Estonians. But again, look at the neighboring countries. Down south, only 10% of current inhabitants, those who travel, visit Lithuania. And naturally, Latvians are a lot more traveling to Lithuania because of the accessibility. What it is all about? Because railway will change the game. Again, a bit of a different view on frequencies of the travelers. And this is very interesting finding. We divided the respondents into larger groups, Baltics and non-Baltics inhabitants, and those who are between 10 and 19 and elder. And look to the left, the knowledge and understanding or the experience with high-speed train services. So the youngsters tend to understand what it is, what change the high velocity transportation could bring to the region. There is more understanding. A bit frightening, of course, is that what Zane said, who is going to travel in the future on a train if there is a negative tendency? So luckily, we will have an Estonian tourism. But again, as I said, there is a connectivity to north, and no matter would there be a tunnel, a bridge, the ferry services will be running across the sea, and that will bring a completely different boost for the tourism. So we expect a lot of people coming in, even from Far East. So today the means of getting to Trakai is either fly to Vilnius or to travel 2 days by bus. Not efficient. So talking about efficiencies, I think this is a different thing. I will stop it right here, but with kind of pictures here, but our problem or challenge ahead is on the verge of planning and designing the railway. We have one challenge in sourcing the right personnel, right engineers, right designers, or those who understand the concept. And we have positive examples of re-immigration. We have one Latvian who has returned to Latvia after serving 4 years in Finland. We have 2 Estonians who have re-immigrated back because of the project to their homeland. One is from UK and one is from Sweden. And there will be more coming, we believe. But the larger challenge ahead of us is post-2020 period, when real construction works will start for the terminals, depots, embankment of the railway, electrification systems for the railway. The estimated luck is somewhere around 10,000 employees. So where to bring them? So this is the question. We have no answer today. But that will complete my part.
So thank you very much. What's the total number of people you will need if luck is 10,000?
What we would need, I think, well, the rest is minority. So us as a coordinator currently employ slightly more than 50, including all the other implementing bodies. Preparing for the project, we would be somewhere in 200, 250. So the majority is in the construction. So we look really towards the construction industry.
10,000 workplaces you are going to create, and
yeah, that project creates somewhat 10,000 working places.
Mm-hmm.